did you determine they were Antifa? Tater, thank you.
Because you could.
Billionaires are
Hello, everyone. How we doing? Welcome to election night in the United States of America, and boy, do we have a lot of good elections tonight, including potentially a Zohran Mamdani mayor. Type 1 in the chat if you're hyped for that. That sounds damn good. Let's get some notifications out here. But a lot of important elections happening all over the country today. Not just in New York City. Obviously, a lot of people are focused on what's happening in New York City because a lot of people are interested in Zohran Mamdani and what that means for the party. A lot of Let's make sure we have the phone lines up here for Muppets that want to call in or what's happening here. We're going to talk a little bit about Marjorie Taylor Greene. You know, a lot of people have been asking me about that, and I haven't addressed it at all because, to be honest with you, I can't stand her. I can't stomach her. I legitimately cannot stomach her whatsoever. But the truth is, Marjorie Taylor Greene has really kind of started taking a stance against the MAGA movement. And it's remarkable, really, to watch. I'm sorry, but I can't trust her. I cannot trust her. She does not seem... for me, it's an election year. It's hard for me to believe anything that she says. That being said, she is saying things that certainly contradict what MAGA is saying. And you know damn well Donald Trump is not happy about that. That I can guarantee you. Sunflower Garden, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Appreciate you so much, Sunflower. Jesse with the $5 super chat. Everyone in here from Cali who should go out and vote yes on Prop 50. Like your life depends on it, on Prop 50. She absolutely has ultra motives for sure. But I mean, she's really taken somewhat of a hard stance against the MAGA movement, which is really surprising. It really is. If you'd like to call in and give your take, you certainly can. We're gonna start seeing let's let's take a call here and we'll go from there. Hello.
Call from.
Hello. Yeah? Guy, you're a fetus.
Hello. Oil up and twerk for the camera right now.
You're a fetus. Get back inside your mother right now. I don't talk to fetuses, all right? Unfortunately, you're a child and you need to go back with your mother. Shut up. Christopher, thank you for the 1999 super chat. Let's go. Let's go, Christopher, with the 1999. We got a fetus in the chat calling in. I don't know why are fetuses watching political chats? I don't understand this whatsoever. Why the hell is a fetus watching a political chat? Hello, how can I help you? You're
Call
on
from.
You're on with Adam Cray. What's going on?
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing? What do you think about
So
election?
why do you support MAGA
I don't support MAGA.
or something?
I don't support.
Who is this?
This is Adam Cray, and I don't support
So,
MAGA.
okay, then I guess. Okay, I think we're on different pages.
Okay, who'd you vote for?
Good. Okay.
Who
Goodbye.
did you vote
I guess.
for? You little insecure. Anyway, I'm not going to get into it. Results are coming in for Virginia's governor race. The state will make history today, electing its first female governor. Polls are still open in New York City until 9 p.m. California at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. 11 p.m. Eastern Time. So really, truthfully, this could be a historic night in the United States when it comes to politics. And I hope to watch history unfold. Hello, you're on with Adam Cray. How you doing?
Call from.
Hello?
Hello, you're a fetus. You're not allowed to call in. Why are fetuses calling me? Hello,
Call
you're
from.
Lex called the wrong.
Hello, Cray.
To
How old are
accept,
you?
Press 1. To send a.
Hello, you're on with Adam Cray. How old are you? All right, that's another fetus. Can we stop why are we having an abundance of fetuses calling in? Why are we having an abundance of fetuses calling in right now? Chris Clark with the $9.99 super chat. Let's go, Chris Clark. Susan Lavoie with the $2 super chat. Susan Lavoie, let's go. Who is hyped? Hey, Christopher Train 210 Rain with the $19.99 super chat. 210 Rain. Who is excited tonight about potentially seeing Zohran Mamdani as mayor of New York City? Hello.
Call from.
Zach.
Hello, Zach, or you're on with
To
Adam
accept,
Gray. How
press
old are
1.
you?
To send a voicemail, press 2.
I already pressed 1. Hello, how are you? Hello. Stop calling me fetuses.
Call from.
Zach.
Zach, I appreciate it. Stop calling me on the phone, you fetus. Go find some. There's so much you could be doing right now as a fetus, right? You could be drinking milk. Well, technically not. You'd still be a fetus. You could be doing shit like cuddling up. Leave me the fuck alone. I'm gonna have to block your number, you little. Anyway, hello, you fetuses. Oh my God. That's the 14th fetus. That is the 14th fetus this evening. Why are we getting attacked by fetuses right now? Charcity with the $5 super chat. Let's go, Charcity. Listen, Zohran, you're not gonna glaze me, Zohran. Absolutely not. I'm Curtis Sliwa. I've eaten 40 hot dogs in a row without belching. There isn't a better person for mayor of New York City. Certainly not Governor Cuomo. I can eat 34 in a row. Let's go, Christopher. Get W. Christopher in the chat. Big W. Christopher in the chat. I don't know what's happening, guys. We're getting hacked by fetuses right now. This is kind of crazy. I don't know what's happening. But, the fetuses are, Hello.
Call from.
Nico Galvin.
My fucking.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Let's talk to this guy. Hello. Stop. I don't know what I have to say. I do not have a womb available for you. I've just never, I can't believe we have this many children trying to call in. What's happening? The fuck? Hello.
Call from.
William.
William, how are you?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
I swear to God, this is insanity. Let me try and fix something here because we're apparently being so bombarded with fetuses right now that it's gotten to a level that's insane. Hello. Nico, if you call me again, I'm calling your mom. Yeah, I didn't think so. Jesus. If you are an adult and you would like to participate, you're certainly welcome to do so. I certainly welcome you to do so. If you are a fetus, don't call me. No offense or anything, but I'm not interested in speaking to you. Like, at all. Dear God. What's going on, William?
Oh, hey, what's up? I don't know why I didn't get through the first time.
Well, I had a bunch of fetuses calling, William. What's going on?
Oh, well, I was just, calling to say why I would continue to support Trump.
Okay, why you continue to support Trump? Do me a favor. Okay?
Sure.
Call back. Wait, are you the 5? You're the 919 number? I'll call you right back.
Okay. Well, is that why you wanted people calling? Or?
Yes, yeah, you can call for that reason. That's fine.
Okay. All right.
It's perfectly fine. I got swarmed by fetuses there, and it was a bit uncomfortable, and just taking too many fetus calls. I don't know why. That was honestly quite weird. I'm not sure why that happened. Fucking weird shit, man. Absolutely weird.
Hello?
Yes, William. So you're a Trump supporter?
Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter.
Okay, and why?
do things that I voted for in 2024, and I voted for him in 2016 and in 2020. But I like that he's investing in, the private sector, and I mean, I like the big beautiful bill. I like that he's trying to protect American car manufacturers because we do have a lot of competition from other countries. Immigration policies as well. So, there's not really anything that I'm too critical of at the moment. So,
You're
I
kidding,
think
right?
the reciprocal trade policies. I mean,
Char City, thank you for the $5 super
well, I
chat.
mean, look at what were the other options. I mean, we had a candidate that wanted to put boots on the ground in Ukraine, and she didn't really have a clear
Not
economic policy.
Can you tell me where she said she wanted to put boots on the
I mean, there's clips of her saying it.
Really? When did she
I
say
can,
she wanted to put boots on the ground in
yeah.
Ukraine?
Well, it was an interview that was aired on national television. So
Really? Can you give me the context?
I just feel like, yeah, sure. Let me see if I can pull it up. Here it is. It's on the ground.
Would love to hear it. I'm not aware of this.
You want me to do that while we're there?
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
here's the thing, right? She
you'll have
wanted
to-
to continue a Biden era, which was invading a sovereign country, right? Not to say that it couldn't or wouldn't ultimately result in doing so, depending on the actions of Vladimir Putin. But saying I want to put boots on the ground in Ukraine is a mischaracterization if it was said at all. So I'm curious what the context was when she said that, and how exactly she framed that, because I don't believe that she ever said that I can recall.
Okay. Well, we can and just move on. Is
No,
there
what's the matter? You
anything
can't
else I
find
said
it?
that you?
What's the matter? You can't find it now? You made a claim.
Well, I'm having to run your stream, talk to you.
You're
talk to you
not
on the
running
phone.
my
I made some other
stream.
claims too. I said we
You're
can
not
agree.
running my stream. I'm running my stream. It's
I'm running it on my phone.
I'm
That's what I
I'm
meant
a
by that.
patient man. Don't worry.
Okay. The other thing is that I lean more libertarian, and I mean, I would really like Democrats to put forward a better candidate than they have in the past two elections. Well, the past three elections. Do you think that that's going to end up happening in 2028, or do you think that there's going to be another Kamala presidency run?
So I don't think that they will entirely discount Kamala. Sorry, let's pronounce Kamala's name correctly. She was given 107 days to develop a relationship with the American people, ultimately, because Joe Biden dropped out just entirely late, and it wasn't enough time for an open primary. Good candidate. I mean, I can give you who the potential candidates will be. I mean, you're looking at J.B. Pritzker. You're looking at guys like Andy Beshear. Gavin Newsom is going to be a name that's going to be included in that list. I think AOC is going to be a part of that conversation, although I don't believe she'll be atop the ticket. I think she will be a potential candidate for the bottom of the ticket. I think guys like Pete Buttigieg, that's kind of the names I think that you're going to see floating around, but it's kind of far away, so it's hard to say. Why are you a libertarian?
I mean,
can you tell me? Here's the contradiction that you just made that I identified immediately. You said you're a libertarian. What is the root?
No, I lean more libertarian. Well, I guess what differentiates me from other Trump supporters is I couldn't care less about abortion.
No.
I think if a doctor's willing to
Libertarian.
perform
What's
an
the root
abortion
word?
and somebody...
What's the root word? Libertarian. What's the root word?
Yeah, but the thing is Republicans historically want less government, less regulation, and Democrats are, you know what I mean?
Well,
So,
when you say historically,
I mean, Trump is a deregulation type of president.
okay, when you say historically, we have military in the streets of our country. Donald Trump's actively violating the rights of American citizens. Would you agree? That doesn't sound very libertarian to me, right? When someone says,
no, I don't agree with that.
okay, which part don't you?
I don't agree with
violating the rights of American citizens. So, would you like to start with the First Amendment and work our way down? I mean, because there's a number of different examples I can give you, whether it's due process, right? The Fourth Amendment rights, actively saying
start
he's
with
going to
due
subvert the
process.
Constitution in regards to the 22nd Amendment, 14th Amendment. So let's start with the First Amendment. In regards to freedom of speech, there's a couple things specifically that Donald Trump has done that I think directly target freedom of speech. There are several things, but I'll give you a couple, right? Recently, attempting that is unconstitutional. You cannot criminalize someone's set of beliefs and try and establish a criminal pretext to banning leftism, right? Essentially by applying existing law like RICO, writing executive orders directly targeting people for burning the American flag. That's in violation of the First Amendment. The Supreme Court's established burning the American flag as a constitutionally protected right. So these are examples of attacks on freedom of speech, and I have more, but these are a couple examples that we can start with.
Okay. Yeah, we can start with Antifa. I mean, since when was Antifa not a left-wing terror organization? Since when were they not? I mean, this is like a word game that gets played, that it's almost like we just have amnesia that Antifa wasn't, starting riots on college campuses 8-10 years ago. They were a vocal online organization. Now, if you want a bunch of people that want to inject themselves into an anti-fascist ideology and then claim that they're part of Antifa, that's just not the case. Like, Antifa is a legitimate for the past decade. So I'm really confused as to why people forgot that was a thing. I mean, they were exclusively going out into crowds and causing problems in protests for years. So it's like, that's a bit confusing to me.
So you're actually, so what you're saying was a thing. I'm not sure what you mean by that. What I do know is that in order to claim that it's an organization, you need to tell me specifically who the leadership is, right? Who's the leadership structure? What's examples of direct funding? You're just that believe in a particular ideology. It's still an ideology, right? And it's an anti-fascist ideology. Whether we agree that who they're opposing is fascist or not, it's still a political ideology. He's claiming it's a criminal organization. You cannot criminalize political ideology, period. Constitutionally is what I'm saying. Faith, thank you for becoming a Muppet Masher, Faith. Thank you so much, Faith. W. Faith. Go ahead.
That obviously anti-fascism would be an ideology, but Antifa has been an organization of people that have meted in public places using online chat forums and stuff. I mean, this has been going on for over a decade. So it feels like an amnesia moment. Like we're just going to forget about all that. But,
can you give me an example of what you're talking about?
Protests and physical confrontations on college campuses across the country, with claimed Antifa members and groups. I mean, these were people. This was like a known thing. I mean, I saw it personally. I live near multiple universities, so I was around when that stuff kind of was going on. But a lot of this stuff went on in 2016. Fast forward.
Here's the thing. You keep saying that these things happen and not giving me examples. Charcity, thank you for the 5 gifted, Charcity. David, thank you for being a member for 8 months. Appreciate it. Guys, of course I'm going to cover the elections. It's 8 o'clock Eastern.
I can't rewind.
The polls don't close in California.
What were you doing in 2016? Were you doing...
Stop asking
me. Were you
me
doing political events?
Guys, stop asking me if I'm covering the elections. Obviously, I'm covering the fucking elections. It's 8 o'clock Eastern. What would you like me to do? Sorry, go ahead. What were you saying?
Well, did you attend any political events in 2016, or
yeah.
Did you just?
Yeah.
Did you know what Antifa was in 2016?
Guy, I have been engaged in politics since I was probably 9. Can you again give me an example of what you're referring to? I've been involved in politics my whole life.
Yeah.
I was raised on politics.
I got you. It's just weird that now all of a sudden Antifa is not a group, it's an ideology.
Of what you're referring to. You keep using these broad claims without providing specific examples of what you're talking about, which is super familiar to me, right? I do this on TikTok as well. I just started recently doing politics on YouTube. I do this on TikTok. I'm much bigger on TikTok. Do you have Google? And the same people make the same claims, but yet they can't substantiate the things that they're saying. And I think it's tired. Not only do I think it's tired, I think it's dangerous because you are creating a precedent that's going to allow Democrats to come after your political ideology in the future.
Can't be labeled as a terrorist organization because there's no singular person that you can point to and say, hey, you're in charge, therefore now we can call this a terrorist organization. Is that the only criteria?
That's not what I said. That is not what I said. You just took a word that I used, singular,
what about
and applied it to a different argument. I said, you can't provide me a singular example. Figured you'd fucking run. Get cooked on. Stop making claims that are something real quick. I'm new to YouTube, but let me show you something really quick. For all you people in here, I am Antifa. You're talking to Antifa. You're talking to Antifa. Fuck out of here. What don't you get? All right, let's Zaza WZ. Nobody cares. Shut the fuck up. All right? Don't make me leave 2 circular marks on your forehead. All right, Muppet. Listen, who voted today? Who voted today? See, this is why it's so important. We have some 12-year-olds in the chat here. We have some 12-year-olds in the chat. They're 12 years old. Wow, Blaze, that's so profound. How profound, Blaze. Enjoy your time out, Blaze.
Call from.
What's going on?
Hello?
Yeah, where do you live and who are you voting for today?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, where do you live and who are you voting for today?
Who am I voting for today?
Yeah, did you vote today?
I'm not voting for anybody today.
Who did you vote for?
No, I did not.
Did you participate in your local elections?
Who would I vote for?
Did you participate?
No, I don't really participate in local election. I was just calling about why would you support Trump?
Okay.
Is that not the
Yeah, it is.
topic
It is,
right
but
now?
you know, it's election day, so I figured some of you would want to talk about the election. What's your take quick? Let's move through this quick.
Oh, okay. I support Trump to get rid of illegal immigrants and keep confused men who think they're women out of the sports. That's it, and that's all. I think he's doing a great job.
Can we talk about, can I respond? So really quick, can you tell me specifically what justifies deporting undocumented immigrants, right? What specifically justifies spending billions of dollars to deport undocumented immigrants?
They're undocumented. They're illegal. They're not supposed to be in the
Okay, and I'm having a totally good faith argument when I ask this. As a Trump supporter, you're telling me that your standard is people must follow the law?
I want illegal immigrants out of the country.
Right, but is your standard people must follow the law? I'm just trying to grasp what your argument is. People must follow the law, basically, is your argument, that why this should be removed, correct?
That who should be removed?
Undocumented immigrants. You're saying that people should follow the law, and that's your standard, correct? That's why you're saying my justification is that they're illegal?
Well, if you enter the country illegally, yeah, there's the proper way to do it. And then if you come in illegally, I think you should be gone.
Okay.
taken out of the country.
I asked you to justify why we should remove undocumented immigrants, and your answer is because they're illegal. Why did you vote for Why did you vote for a convicted felon, a 4-time indicted, civilly liable fraudster, civilly liable rapist, if your standard is people must follow the law? Why did you vote a criminal, a convicted felon, when we're talking about a misdemeanor in the case of...
Convicted of rape. He was not convicted of rape.
We're not talking about...
Let's get that out of the way.
We're not talking about a rape case. We're talking about...
You are aware of that, right?
Sir, yes, I'm aware. That's a civil case. He was convicted in a
criminal... I
criminal...
thought you said 4-time convicted rapist, so I was just...
Okay. Well, he's a convicted felon. He was found civilly liable
I was just clearing
rape.
that part up.
He was found civilly liable. The judge literally said he raped E. Jean Carroll.
That's the lady who didn't remember exactly where it was that it took place and all that stuff. Her story was full of holes, and I feel like, say what you will, I think a lot of that was just lawfare. It's obvious to anybody that watched that trial she was making all that stuff up. And I really feel like, if you're on the right, you don't believe her. If you're on the left, of course you're going to believe her because you hate Donald Trump. That's really what it comes down to.
So I'm going to tell you, for me, that's not the case. If I thought it was bullshit, I would have said it was bullshit, whether I like Trump or not. The point is...
When you believed what she said.
Yeah, so
is what you're telling me.
So did the jury. It wasn't just me.
And the jury can't get it wrong. They're people just like me and you.
So let me please try.
I understand they're hired to do a job, and
let me establish the basis for my argument. My argument
go ahead.
relies on his criminal conviction. I'm simply dismantling the argument that your standard is the law, because if your standard was the law, you wouldn't have voted for a convicted felon for the highest position in government, right? It doesn't make sense to vote for a convicted felon to the highest position in government if your standard is people must follow the law, right? So he's a convicted felon.
I feel like, let me interject real quick, and we can bypass this whole argument. I feel like all those convictions, all the stuff brought against him, and I think Trump is also doing the same thing right now, to be honest, but I think a lot of it was just lawfare. They didn't like Trump, and I think they threw a lot of false allegations against him, and I feel like you had liberal judges, and they kind of sided with him, and they had people on the jury that also hated Trump. I feel like it's a rigged system.
Okay.
And I feel like it was rigged to try to get rid of Trump. Now, I'll admit, hell, he does have the convictions and all that stuff, but I feel like it's all a bunch of horse crap, tell you the truth. I don't believe a word of it.
Cool. So can you tell me...
And you know what? At the same time, I feel like Trump is kind of doing the same thing to people he's kind of attacking right now, too, though. I think it's lawfare. He's trying to get rid of people in politics that he doesn't like.
So
he's
you're
doing that
admitting...
through law, and I think a lot of the stuff he's bringing up is bullcrap, too.
So then you're admitting that Donald Trump is actively breaking the law by weaponizing the Department of Justice against political opponents, and you're okay with it because he established a foundation.
Just like that happened to him.
Hold on. Yes. Well, let's get into that, right? So you're saying it's justified because he established a foundation to do so because there was lawfare used against him. They weaponized.
I didn't say it was justified. I never said it was justified.
Okay. Whether you think it's justified or not, you're saying that's his justification. Correct? Tell me how the Department of Justice was weaponized.
That's fair assessment, I guess.
Tell me how the Department of Justice weaponized against him in any of the 4 criminal cases. Go.
I'm sorry, what's that?
Tell me how the Department of Justice was weaponized against him in any of the 4 criminal cases.
Well, I feel like a lot of the cases brought against him, and I think it was just all a bunch of bullshit.
You're giving me your opinion.
I don't think any of it held any water. And
based off what?
How the world works.
What does that mean?
Everything's fucking rigged. What are you talking about?
The world works based off your feelings?
Dude.
The world works based off your feelings? Not in my world. It doesn't work
No.
off feelings. It works off facts.
Corruption. It's all up and down from the top. And if you don't fucking think it's corrupt, then I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. So, but tell me specifically, right? How was it weaponized against him? Because if we establish that it wasn't weaponized against him,
Oh
there
my
was
God,
no
dude! I
lawfare,
just told you
then
we can
you're
go back and
admitting.
forth in the
Hold
same
on.
circular argument,
here's
but
the
I've
thing.
already told you how I
Let me
feel
explain
about
something.
it.
Let me explain
If you're going
something.
to try to pigeonhole me, I'm just going to keep on saying the same
trying to
fucking
pigeonhole
thing. I
you.
mean,
You
we can
haven't
move on to
answered-
something else.
I'm not trying to pigeonhole. You didn't answer the question because why is it relevant? You not being
I
able
did
to
answer the question. You just don't like my answer.
You're not
Which is
answering.
fine.
Listen,
You don't
here's
have
what
to
you're
like
not.
my answer.
Here's what you're not understanding. If you can't answer the
my
question,
God, I understand it completely.
You gonna let
I'm
me
afraid
finish?
you're the one that doesn't understand it.
Are you going to let me finish?
If you're going to answer
Are
the same
you
question
going
again,
to let
then I'm
me
just going to answer
finish?
the same way.
Are you going to let me finish?
Okay, if it's the same, I'll just. If it's the same question, I'm legit. Go.
Okay. So if you can't give me a legitimate justification, then you have to concede that he's an authoritarian. Because you've already acknowledged.
What the fuck kind of leap in logic is that?
Because you've
That
already
is fucking
acknowledged.
nuts.
Because you're telling me he's weaponizing the Department of Justice to go against political opponents.
Yeah, just like was done to him.
But you're not giving me the basis for your argument. You're saying it was done to him based off what? Here's what I'll do. Tell me what
phony fucking rape allegations from
That's
a
a
fucking
civil
girl who
case.
couldn't remember a goddamn fact from the whole fucking thing, and they got convicted on that. That's fucking lawfare. It's all bullshit. What are you
That's a
getting at?
civil
And all of a sudden he's an
case.
authoritarian? Get the
That's
fuck
a
out of here,
civil
dude.
case. That's not
insane. That's a leap of logic.
Guy, that's
Hold on real
not
quick. Let me turn off my
that's
alarm.
not
Alexa, cancel alarm.
Oh my god. Guy,
Sorry
that's
about that
not
background
one
noise,
of
loud.
the guy, that's not one of the 4 criminal indictments. That is a civil case. Totally irrelevant to what we're talking about. That's a civil case. Can you name just name
We're
one?
I was just talking about how they just were trying to destroy and take him out. They were
But
trying to
it's-
get that to stick, and people were like, "Oh, Donald Trump raped this person.
Who's
There's
they?
no way he's fit to be president."
It's a civil case. It wouldn't be possible for the administration to have anything to do with
Fucking Democrats. What the fuck are you
that.
talking
How
about?
would Democrats have
Are
something
we
to do
talking
with
about
a
the same
civil
thing
case?
here?
Yes, you're just incompetent. What would
That's what-
Democrats
anyway,
have
look,
to do with
look,
a
we've
civil
gotten
case?
way off course.
What would
I
Democrats
told
have
you
to
why
do
I
with a civil
support,
case?
and now we're talking
Okay,
about this other
so
bullshit.
here's the thing, guys, chat, just so everybody
I
knows.
support Trump.
Just so
to get
everybody
rid of
knows,
illegal
this
immigrants
guy can't give you
and
a
also keep
justification.
confused
This guy
men.
cannot substantiate that the Department of Justice was weaponized against Trump, but then therefore has to concede that Trump is weaponizing the Department of Justice against political opponents unprovoked. Not that it would be justified regardless, but unprovoked. That's fascism. That's what fascists do. So now you're telling me you support Trump without being able to tell me
Oh, it's okay.
that the
That's
Department of
now
Justice
he's a
weaponized
fascist.
against him.
Okay.
So you're saying you support.
Fine. Trump's a fascist.
He is. You just admitted it. You just admitted it.
Yeah, Trump's a fascist.
He is. You just admitted it. You
100%.
just admitted
Trump
he
is
goes
a
after
fascist.
political opponents unprovoked.
Yeah. He's like the next Hitler. He's coming to get you.
Do you think all fascists
Oh,
are
shit.
Hitler, dude? Do you think all fascists are Hitler?
I thought that was part of the playbook. And now he's a fascist.
Not
He's
all
coming
fa-
for the gays.
Okay. Not
He
all.
hates black people. He's racist.
Why are you making a joke out of
Homophobic. All that other stuff. Any more buzzwords you got here, buddy?
Listen, I know these conversations work.
The whole fucking accusation of him being a fascist is a fucking joke. So how would I take this seriously?
Well, I know these conversations work on your back porch, right? With your buddies, but they don't work with me. I've asked you to substantiate your claim. So I'm going to move on from this topic because I've already proven to everyone in here that you can't substantiate that Donald Trump was the victim of lawfare. So moving on, what specifically outside of the law, since I've already established the law and debunked your law argument, what justifies spending billions, if not trillions of dollars to deport undocumented immigrants?
Because they're illegal. Get them the fuck out of the country.
No,
That's all I
no.
need.
We already debunked your legal argument. You have to give me something other than the standard of the law.
Why?
Because I already dismantled your argument that your standard is the law. You must give me some justification for spending this amount of money, for putting
Trump's
this
not here
on
illegally.
American
So what the
people.
fuck does it have to do with them here being in the country illegally?
Well, Trump has deported people who were here lawfully present. So, I mean, I don't know what you mean. Trump has deported lawfully present people.
Who?
So it's, I mean, Kilmar Abrego Garcia, for instance, was a lawfully present individual who was deported from the country and court ordered to return. So there's a number of examples, but that would be one. American citizens have been arrested.
You mean the guy that was
Have
a
been
human trafficker?
searched. Okay, well that
Yeah, that's the guy you want in the country. That's
What?
that's who you're fighting for.
did that case go to
That's your knight in
trial?
shining armor. That's who the left loves. That's who you're going to prop up. That's who you're propping up.
Why are you straw manning my
The guy
argument?
that was known to be an MS-13 gang member.
He wasn't.
That's
known
who the
to
left
be an
likes.
MS-13
You guys
gang
are
member.
fucked in the head.
How do you know he's
Holy
an MS-13
shit.
gang member without due process? How do you know
He
he's
had
an
the
MS-13?
fucking tattoos. There was even in the first trial, that first judge, they had that gang enforcement task force, and they even said he was part of a gang, part of the MS-13 gang. And now they're going to sweep that all under the rug. Now all of a sudden,
No, you
they're
didn't.
oh, we haven't proved it. Oh,
You
my
haven't.
God. This
So-
is the guy you stick up for?
So you,
Kilmar? Oh, my God. The left is more foregone than I ever fucking thought.
what
You guys have no fucking moral compass.
what you're trying to
That is
do, what you're
fucked up.
trying to do, is straw man my
His
argument.
wife had a restraining order against him. She was fucking scared out of her mind.
Guy,
Oh my God.
wait.
That's
you're-
the guy.
I
No,
thought-
fine.
I
That's
thought
who you want to
told
stick up
me your
for.
standard-
That's fine.
Wait, I thought you told me your standard wasn't the law. You voted for some. So wait, his wife now says that none of that was true, yet you vote for a rapist and you think it's okay to question her credibility. But now you believe
The
women
one
all of a sudden.
she had a restraining against him because he was beating her.
So
She was
you
terrified.
believe women all of a sudden?
He's an MS-13, the same people that cut off their fucking.
So wait, now he
people's
believes
heads and
women.
shit.
He believes women now. In the case of Kilmar
He
Garcia,
beats
but
women. Beats.
when a
beats.
no, I
Not
said
believes. Beats them.
No,
There's a huge
dummy.
difference between bleeding
Dummy.
women and beating the
he's
fuck out
starting
of
to
your
crash
wife.
out. He's starting to crash out. Everybody, I'm saying you suddenly believe women now when you just didn't. You just tried to attack the credibility of someone who claimed that Trump
The
raped
fuck
her.
did I say? I didn't believe women.
When you question the credibility of a woman who said Trump raped her. McConnell, are you going to
No,
keep
because this
typing?
lady
in-
had a restraining
McConnell,
order.
stop typing in
And
the
there was
chat,
fucking
right?
pictures of her fucked up face when he fucking punched her in her fucking face
McConnell,
on several occasions.
stop typing in the chat.
pictures
You're
are
a
out there. You
failure.
can go fucking
Shut
find them.
up! Shut up! McConnell, I just want to say in the chat, you're a fucking
Jesus
failure
Christ,
loser.
what a fucking
McConnell,
loser.
you're a failure loser, and I'm your daddy
God
forever.
damn.
So can you, again, right, for instance, right, in this country we're provided due process, and you agree undocumented immigrants have due process,
Fucking
right?
guy.
Do you ever shut up? Do you ever shut up?
That's fucking
Still
these
talking.
fucking
I'll
people, man.
dominate you.
Disgusting.
Just stop talking.
God
So real
damn
quick,
disgusting.
still talking. He's crashing out
Ugh.
because he's getting destroyed. So can you just tell me really quick, right? Do undocumented immigrants receive due process?
No, they're not fucking citizens. Get them out of here. I don't give a fuck if they put them all on the bus.
Wrong.
Get them
again.
all the fuck out of here immediately.
Wrong
They don't
again.
deserve due process. Once
It's
they find out
insane.
you're illegally, get the fuck out of our country.
It's insane how much you're wrong.
Get
It's-
right the fuck out.
So real quick, can you tell me, does the Fifth Amendment say persons or citizens? I'm just curious. Have you ever read the Fifth Amendment?
The fuck does that have to do with illegals? They're not legal citizens. Get them the fuck out of the
because-
country.
all right, so
Why are
I'll
you
ex-
fighting for illegals to stay in the country? What is your fucking hard on about this?
So you're so unbelievably undereducated, but I'll explain it to you. Undocumented immigrants receive due process, right? Just like American citizens receive due process.
Illegal immigrants. Why do
No,
you keep
they're
on
not.
saying
'Cause
undocumented? I hate this
undocumented
fucking
is
word game that the fucking left has.
You need
It's
to
illegal. They're fucking here illegally.
You need to
They're
stop
illegal
crashing
immigrants.
out. I know you.
They're undocumented because they have no documents because they're fucking here illegally.
Listen,
You're saying I'm
undocumented
crashing out when I fucking whip your ass in every fucking debate we have, bro. That's a weak ass tactic.
You're
This
whipping
guy's
my
whipping my
ass.
ass and won't let me spew my bullshit. Fucking crushing it. That's weak, bro. Be better, man. Do better. That's fucking pathetic.
This guy is so dumb. So, dude, listen. Honestly, it's remarkable how stupid you are. But so you're telling me that the Supreme Court, who's responsible
Ad hominems now. Now you're attacking me instead of the argument.
Didn't you just
You're
use
a
an
weak
ad?
cunt,
Didn't you just
dude.
use an ad hom when you insulted me 5 seconds ago? Let me explain this again.
What did I say?
Can you shut up and let me finish? Just shut your mouth, right? That would
No,
be-
what did I say?
That's something you
How
should
did I
do
attack you
anyway.
personally?
Shut up.
Just because
So
I attacked your ideas?
Can you stop talking?
Dude, you can't tell me to shut up. I'm not going to shut up.
You must
You,
be.
you,
Are
you
you
can't
drunk?
dominate me.
Are you
You're not
drunk?
physically superior than me.
I
You
am
gonna talk like this,
absolutely.
dude?
Listen, I am
You're so
superior.
weak.
I
That's
am.
why you fucking act like you say
I am
crazy shit
superior
to
to
people
you in
'cause you're-
every way.
we're over the
I am
fucking phone call.
superior to you
And there's
in every
nothing
way.
you would ever fucking do
I
anybody
am
in real
superior
life.
to
That's why
you
you're over
in
here
every
fucking
way.
raging
I am
behind your
sup-
little keyboard.
Listen, I am.
Because in real life, I'd beat the fucking dog shit out of you, bro.
Listen, I'm superior to you in every way, and so is everyone who didn't vote for Trump. They're superior to you
But
as well.
can you whoop my ass in a fight?
I
No,
don't want.
you
Listen,
can't.
listen.
I would beat the dog shit out of you.
No, you wouldn't. Listen, you've never fought in your life.
Well,
Shut up.
I'd snatch you up and wring
You
your
wouldn't do
fucking
anything.
neck, dude.
Listen,
It
you
wouldn't even be close.
Listen,
You
you
would
wouldn't
cry
do
like a
anything.
little bitch while I ragdolled you in front of all your fucking faggot homies.
Listen, you wouldn't do anything, right? I know. Do you like to be spanked? Is that something you like?
So you admit that I'd beat the shit out of you, bro.
No, do you
You're
like to be
pathetic.
spanked? Because I'll put you
All
over
joking
my
aside,
knee
though,
and give you
the
what
reason
you
I
want.
support Trump is get rid of fucking illegals.
You-
I want them all out of the fucking
You
country.
embarrassed
Every
yourself
last
during you
one of them.
embarrassed yourself during the course of this conversation. Okay? You made yourself look like the dumbass that you are. You don't
Here,
know
I
anything.
can do the same thing. You've embarrassed yourself during this whole conversation.
Except I didn't. I debunked everything you said, right? Every time you let me
Oh,
speak,
you
I
sure
debunked what
did.
you said.
You sounded like a weak little girl the whole time and had no facts, no arguments.
Listen, I literally
You
just I'm literally
one guy
in
breaks
the
the
mi-
law, then we should let illegals into the country. Was that your fucking your point? Since one guy breaks the law according to you, then let everybody break the law.
That's not what I said. I'll explain to you again, right? I
Then what
simply
the fuck
said,
is your point? Then what's your point?
well, if you'd stop talking, I would be able to explain it, but you keep interrupting me. What I was saying
All right,
to you
explain.
is that undocumented
Explain.
immigrants get a right to due process, whether you like it or not. So making claims without due process is not a legitimate argument. You don't believe they get due process because you don't know the Constitution. So I tried to ask you who's legally responsible for interpreting the Constitution. You don't know the answer, right? I'm trying to tell you the Supreme Court agrees with me. This isn't my interpretation, right? By the way, gone fall real quick. I must say this, and I normally don't do this, but I must say this. You are hideous. Like, I must say this, like, holy shit, you should never talk again. Dear God, bro. But go ahead.
I'm hideous?
No, I'm talking to someone in the
Why
chat.
am I hideous?
I'm talking to someone in the chat, not you. You're just
Dude, don't
an
call
idiot.
people hideous.
You're just
Why would you make fun of other people look?
Can you shut up, you fucking idiot? You just dropped a homophobic slur. Shut the fuck up. E.E. Green, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat, E.E. Green. Appreciate you. This guy says, don't make fun of the way people look and just called me a homophobic slur
Listen,
5 minutes ago.
I use faggot in the way you're being a weak little bitch. I don't
there's the
call people that
homophobic
suck
slur
other guys
again.
cock Faggots.
There's
a
the
huge
homophobic
difference.
slur. There's the
You're worse than that.
homophobia. There's the homophobia I know I can count on.
I'm calling this guy on YouTube.
Your
because
wife
he's like,
must
"Hey,
be
Trump,"
your
and it's
wife
like,
must be so
he like,
tired of
he
you.
stays on there.
Hey,
And
can
he's
I
like,
can I
"I
talk to
hate
your
Trump."
wife real quick?
And he does. Look,
Can I
look
talk
what
to
he
your
does.
wife real quick?
What's that?
Can I talk to your wife real quick?
So you can feel what it's like to talk to a woman.
Just
That's
let me
not
talk to her
repulsed
real
by
quick.
you.
I just want to talk to her. Are you
Look at this
insecure?
dude.
Are you
Look at this
insecure?
dude's face.
Are you insecure?
That's why I had the hat
Are
pulled
you
all the way
insecure?
down. Look at his
Are
face.
you insecure? Are you insecure?
You look at him. Hey, pull up your
Scared.
cap. Let's see your
So
face.
listen,
You look like my nutsack.
he's
I
insecure.
bet you this
Listen,
dude's like one of those Antifa dudes.
I am
love
Antifa
it.
to my core,
You
baby.
look like an
How'd you
Antifa
guess? How'd you guess? Who's that? Who's that?
Because
Your
you're
little
weak.
buddy?
I know it. He even admitted it.
Are you guys spanking each other over there? Have you ever?
Yeah, we're spanking each other,
Have
bro.
you ever
No.
spanked him? Have you guys ever like spanked each other just to like try it out? You use the F slur a lot. We know.
Are
the
you alluding
closet
that we're
class.
gay? What would be wrong with us being gay anyway? Is that you
No,
were
I'd
just accusing me of
celebrate
saying
it. I'd love it. It's great.
homophobic slurs, and now you're accusing us of being gay like that's some type of bad thing.
No, it's not
Get
bad.
with
It's
the
great.
program,
I'm encouraging it.
dude.
I'm encouraging it. What do you mean?
Okay, good. So why would you? Then what's the problem?
There isn't one. I'm just asking. Have you ever done it?
All right, great. Yeah, it's great. We spank each other all the time.
I figured that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I figured it.
We're
Listen,
gay and we're
here's the
thrilled
thing,
about
dude.
it.
You should really get a paddle. It does so much more emphasis on the cheeks when you get a paddle. Like, you got to get a paddle. I usually do the
Who's to
spanking.
say we don't use paddles all the time? You're late to the party, dude.
Listen, I'm the Dom. Listen, here's the thing, right? And I mean this, right? I have a great idea. You should use a book.
If you want to dom me, that's fine, bro.
Listen,
We're all gay here.
Can I
What's
finish
the problem
speaking?
with that?
Can I finish speaking? You should use a book when you do it, so that way you can
Yeah, if you
accomplish.
want to dominate me, come and bring that paddle.
Can you stop talking? So, very simply put, you should use a book when you do it, so that way you can accomplish two things at one time: educating yourself and spanking his cheeks.
Oh, this is so boring. Yeah.
Like, seriously, I think that's
myself for the
I think that's the best path forward for you. Honestly,
Yeah,
man, I
yeah,
mean
it's
this.
so good.
I mean this, man.
Yeah,
Listen,
it was good.
I mean this, man.
Original.
Listen. If I was a grown
I know
adult,
what you mean it. You start that all the
if
time.
I
You
was a
start everything.
grown,
I
if
mean this
if
one.
I was a grown adult, I would be so embarrassed that I didn't know
If
the
you were.
Fifth Amendment of the Constitution. Like, you don't know your Fifth Amendment. If
It was
I was
illegal. Get them
you,
all the fuck out.
if I
That's
was
all I
you,
said.
if
I
I was
give no
you,
fucks.
Fifth Amendment. That's so embarrassing. Listen, I feel
Okay.
for you. I feel
If I
for
were
you.
you, I'd fucking kill myself.
I
Look
feel
at
for
your
you,
face,
my friend.
you fucking big bitch.
I feel for you, my friend. You're one of the stupidest fucks I've ever talked to.
You're disgusting.
You're a stupid fuck. So, good luck with that. All right, you're a grown man,
Okay,
so
I'm sorry, I'm
there's
stupid
no
fuck.
saving you at this point, right? You're clearly permanently a stupid fuck. Good luck with your life, though.
Oh, wait.
All right,
I
hold on. I'll
apologize.
wait.
Save
Oh, nobody cares. And I didn't know that undocumented immigrants get due process. I would never talk again. If I was 50 years old and I didn't know that undocumented immigrants receive due process, I'd never speak again. All right, we got to get into the elections here. Let's take one more for now, and then we'll take some election calls. What's your name? What's your name? You're a Democrat.
Hello?
Yes. Are you a Republican or a
Maybe.
Democrat?
I'm neither. I hate both of them.
All right. Did you vote today?
Not today, but I voted in last November.
Okay. Did you have an election locally here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
And you didn't vote?
On a proposition.
And if you didn't vote, fuck off. I don't talk to non-participants.
Call from.
It's that simple. Yes, hello.
What are you doing, guy?
I'm doing nothing.
Hello.
Are you
live right now?
No, I'm not live right now. Are you a Republican? I delay the
Damn
stream.
right I am. I mean, not by choice, but they pushed me. They pushed me into being one.
All right, what did they do to push you into it?
I was a Democrat.
Okay, and who's the last Democrat you voted for?
They just went completely off the rail, bro. Like, it was ridiculous. Years old. A couple of years ago, I was in a car accident. I got hit by a drunk driver. Fortunately, I got a good lawyer. Ended up with $500,000. After that, we got into the S&P 500, got some... Anyways, I was a Democrat for the longest time. And then I started doing my research and history and everything like that. So, you know, Abraham Lincoln created making Vice President was a Democrat. As soon as Abraham Lincoln was assassinated, he tried to flip it back and have the slaves.
Sorry, I can't listen to that guy give a fucking history lesson. I don't give a fuck what that guy's talking about. That guy started going into the history of the Democratic Party through the eyes of a troglodyte. I don't give a fuck, you idiot. Did someone tell you I wanted to listen to you yap? Shut your ass up, Muppet. Nate says, Adam Cray, you don't own shit, even your EBT card is going. Are you laughing at people who are going to starve, dude? Do you think that's funny? All right, so let's update on the elections here before we get started. Let's update on the elections here. Justine, this isn't an airport. So if you're leaving, just leave. You don't need to announce your departure. Dodgers won. No one cares. Okay? This guy said, who subjected you to testicle removal? Well, your forehead, actually. That's why they're in the middle of your forehead currently. Except I didn't remove them. They're still attached. Captain T, thank you for the $2 super chat. And thank you to everybody supporting the content. I appreciate you. In the link tree in my bio, you can also support me on Cash App and Venmo. If you guys enjoy the hours every single day I put into bringing you content, education, humor, all those things, I would appreciate the support. Let's break some news here. Okay. Virginia elects its first female governor. Let's get W's in the chat right now. 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 Adam is mad because Chuck has been holding up his snap card. No, I mean, I don't know why you're literally fucking trying to mock people for losing their food or starving, but that's sick. Let's get W's in the chat right the fuck now. Let's fucking go, baby. Let's go. This guy says, why do you sound like JFK Jr.? JFK Jr. is at the bottom of the ocean. You forehead. He died in a helicopter crash. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. He's dead. Ashley, thank you so much, Ashley. Appreciate you, Ashley. So let's go. That's big news, guys. We are going to take more calls here in a minute, but first we need to do some election coverage. So let's do some election coverage first before we continue here. Everybody take a deep breath. We're going to take calls and more calls again. I would rather you give me your opinion on your local elections, but let's go from here. Virginia has elected its first female governor. A former Democratic Congresswoman and CIA officer will be elected as Virginia's next governor and become the state's first female chief executive. Meanwhile, polls are closing in New Jersey, where we hope to retain Democratic control over the governorship. Okay. Polls remain open in a number of places, including New York City, right, where we wait to see the results of Mamdani Cuomo-Sliwa. We have a lot of stuff going on. Ashley, thank you so much. What do you mean, Ashley? You meant super chat, you mean? Or where you say you can... Oh, up there? Yeah, thank you, Ashley. I appreciate any and all support. Julie, thank you so much for the $4.99 super chat. Says it's my birthday today, and let's go blue wave tonight. Can I get some blue waves in the chat? Why do I not see more blue waves in the chat? Glitter Goddess, thank you for the $10 super chat. We love you, Adam. Thank you for going live tonight. Well, I wanted to be here with you guys. This is potentially historic for a number of reasons, and a lot of people think, Mom Donnie getting elected is not going to impact you if you live outside of New York City. And I want people to know, Mom Donnie getting elected allows us, is going to open doors for other Democrats, specifically social Dems, and allow us the opportunity to break away from the old guard, to break away from what used to be the Democratic Party and move into something more modern day. That is what we need. We need to move on from this Cuomo Democratic Party. Cuomo was given an interview the other day, and he goes, you know what he says? He goes, the Democrats left me behind. The Democrats didn't leave you behind. Democrats didn't leave you behind. You just represent something outdated, old, crusty. Something young Democrats are not interested in supporting anymore. And you may not agree with everything Mom Donnie says, and there may be things you say, well, I don't think that could work, or, maybe that's just a little much for me, whatever. The point is he's advocating for working class American citizens, something Democrats don't do, and something that, and I'm talking about recently, we have historically, but something we can get back to doing. We're the party of unions. We are the working class party. We are the Democratic Party. And Mom Donnie could help us get back there. And ultimately, I think that's what lost us this last election. Democrats need, outside of any potential, fishy things, I think that Democrats need to get back to going to the mat for working class American citizens. Mom Donnie I knew Mom Donnie was good the minute I saw a slew of Islamophobia. When I saw just unlimited attacks, Islamophobic attacks, I knew. So let's see here. Some of you guys know Jess, who's in my lives all the time. Jess Anderson is winning by 4 points with 77 reported. $77 reported. Somebody said, why is that good? You shouldn't fight with hate. No, that's not good. We're not saying it's good. We're saying it's bad. I have never seen so much Islamophobia. I have never seen so much hate. That's when I knew Mom Donnie was good, is what I'm saying. That's when I knew Mom Donnie was going to make a difference. Because when you see that level of hate towards a political candidate, it means they're about to do a hell of a lot of good. It means they're about to do a hell of a lot of good. A hell of a lot of good. And they called him a communist. He's a social dem. He's not a communist, but they call him a communist. They tried to use and claim he was connected to 9/11. He's not connected to 9/11. He has nothing to do with 9/11. He was born in Uganda. They tried to say everything. They brought up a picture of him pictured with some unindicted guy that they originally accused of being associated with the Boston or the World Trade Center bombing, was unconnected. God, there was just so much. And that's how you know he's going to be effective, because Republicans are terrified of him. And not just Republicans, independents. Independents. Jazz Deep course, as you guys are still going. What are you talking about? What do you mean? It's election night, you clown. It's election night, Jazz Deep. I know you don't follow politics because you're just a fucking bootlicking clown, but it's election night. Did you know that? Did you know that, clown? Probably not. Probably not. I would bet any amount of money you didn't even know there's an election happening. You're just a bootlicker. Quiet. That's not true, Lambino. Okay, so the point is that Democrats, and if you pay attention to polling, have ultimately wanted a more progressive candidate, right? So it's not just about mayor. They've wanted a more progressive candidate. So when you see a guy who, represents social Dems leading in the polls and more than likely going to win the mayoral race, people get excited. That's all there is to it. Jazz Deep Core, you're extremely ugly. You should stop. I don't even want you typing in the chat. Like, you're a nobody. You shouldn't even be typing in the chat. Shut up. Right? You're ugly. Bro Burrow, your weird mindset is not most people. No, I think it is. I really do. I just don't like MAGA. I think you're scum. So there's that too. You know what I mean? I just think you're scumbags, right? Like, I think you're horrible people. I honestly, like, if we're being serious, like, I really want the worst for MAGA. Like, I'm past the point of trying to compromise with you. I think you're garbage. I think you guys should be fucking thrown in fucking prison, if you guys want to know the truth. So it's that simple. I think you're insurrectionists. I think you're fascists. I think you're terrible fucking human beings. I think you hate marginalized people. I just think you're bad people. And that's the case, right? I think you're really bad people. And that's the truth. I'm not looking to compromise with you. Understand that. I 0% am looking to compromise with you. I want you gone. And I'm going to spend the rest of my life advocating against you. And not in a politically correct way. I don't care about political correctness. I'm past that point. I don't punch high when I don't go high when they go low. When you go low, I destroy you. That's what happens. Right? Period. You're terrible fucking human beings. Hey, John, I don't give a shit what you say, John. You hate everyone. So now you run into somebody who doesn't like you back, fucking deal with it. I'm going to deal with fire with fire. You ever heard of fire with fire? It's fire with fire, baby. Can you answer the phone? Do I look like your friend? I answer the phone when I want to answer the phone. This guy keeps spamming Charlie Kirk over and over. Dude, fuck Charlie Kirk. All right? No one cares about Charlie Kirk. No one cares about Charlie Kirk. Fuck out of here with this Charlie Kirk shit. Fuck out of here with that. Charlie Kirk was a horrible human being. Charlie Kirk was a horrible human being. Fuck out of here with that. Charlie Kirk was a horrible fucking human being. MAGA, you can cry all you want. I don't give a shit. Like, I could care less. You guys can cry all the fuck you want. I do not care. Just understand one thing. It's coming to an end. Your bullshit, your nonsense, your bigoted ideology, right? It's coming to an end. Let me explain something to you. We just had the largest protest in American history. 8 million people protesting simultaneously. 8 million. Donald Trump has a historically low approval rating. It's coming to an end. People are waking up. People are waking up and they are tired of your bullshit. Don't you guys love? Look at this person saying autism. Dude, are you ableist? Like, you think autism is an insult? Autistic people are fucking awesome. You're a clown. So, and that's what you are. Using autism as an insult. You're a clown. But that's MAGA in a nutshell, everybody. So, that's MAGA in a nutshell. That's what they do. Woohoo! Sorry, everybody. Sometimes I never will like them. So that's just all there is. And, you know, sometimes we have to brawl, you know. It is what it is. This guy says, yeah, because his term is almost over. His term is not even a year in. What are you talking about? I swear to God, like, do these guys even know what's going on in politics? Like, are we just like arguing with people who don't know what's going on? I think we are. I think we're actually arguing with people who don't even actually know what's going on. And I think we're wasting our fucking, like, honestly, like, these people don't know what they're talking about. They don't even know what's going on. This person says, you know nothing about human beings, liberty, or human beings. What the fuck? Oh my God. Oh my God. I love how MAGA will call me every slur in the book, every homophobic slur in the book. And I'll say, like, you're ugly back to them, and they'll clutch their pearls. Like, I love it, dude. Why would you say such a thing? They'll be homophobic, racist, ableist, you know, and I'll just be like, yeah, you're goofy, you're ugly, and they'll just be like, oh my God, can't believe you said that about me. Don't say that about me. Well, you are. Nope, we're not. This isn't even specific to Trump tonight. It's not even specific to Trump tonight, guys. Not even specific to Trump. I've already taken 3 debates, guys. I already took them. I'm trying to update people on the election, and we will take calls again. Just be patient. Right? I know you guys are just going to come up here and talk shit anyway. So, you know, you can wait your turn to do so. Just to reiterate, it looks like we also have a plane crash. A UPS plane crashes near the Louisville airport. Oh, God, that's not good. But anyway, Virginia elects its first female governor. That is the big news right now. Abigail Spanberger's victory will flip control of the governor's seat and give Democrats a boost, a real boost, as we continue to respond to Donald Trump's first term, and potentially the last presidential term in a constitutional democratic republic that we will ever see. But we'll see what happens, I guess. We need as many people in this fight as possible. John D. Brokenshire says, boycott this guy. Boycott these nuts. All right? Boycott these nuts, Muppet. How about that? How about them? How's that sound? How's that sound, John D. Brokenshire? I know. I'm trying to pull this up right now. Let me see if I can just pull it up here. It'll be easier, honestly. John D. Brokenshire sounds like an out-of-touch rich dude who doesn't know the 3 branches of government. All right. Trump is at the White House this evening as the results come in. I don't care about that. Why do you think men could be women? Dude, shut up. God. Guy, I hope you listen. I'm not even going to respond. You guys are just so goofy. I'm not responding to the transphobic attacks in chat. You need to get a life. It's 2025. If you're still being transphobic, well, so that's why. Grow up. So, this just broke from the campaign aides of Zohran Mamdani. This just broke right now that Mamdani is putting the final touches on his potential victory speech. Oh, God, I might cry during this. I might honestly cry during this. I'm not even kidding. Republicans might get to actually witness me cry. Seriously, this would be such a big deal. Mamdani is not yet in the building, but he is with his wife finishing the address he hopes to make here tonight, the aide said. So Spanberger's talking and said, vows to serve. Let's see if we can actually. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This shit is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-S. This shit is Mamdani. The name is Mamdani. New York polls just closed 1 minute ago. W's in chat. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Are we going to see Zohran Mamdani, the new mayor of New York City? Let's speak right now. Are we going to see Zohran Mamdani? Oh, my God, man. Chrissy, thank you so much for supporting the live, Chrissy. Chrissy, thank you for supporting the live. If you guys would, you can also post 2 minutes ago in New York City. We are anxiously waiting for Zohran Mamdani to be the new mayor. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is this, please tell me. I feel it. I feel like this is actually going to happen, dude. I feel like this is actually going to happen for all of the, dude, seriously, like this is such a big deal. And I don't think this opens so many windows for future Democrats, for young Democrats, for young social Dems in politics, in the party, for the party to break out of its norms and wish great success. Great success. Just Slaw, really. That's a nice thing to say. Why are Republicans so mad at my fucking mood? Okay? Like, we are happy about this. This is great. If you don't understand why it's important outside of what he can actually accomplish, what he will accomplish, the point is he's breaking down incredibly historic barriers. He's making it possible for other young social dems to engage in politics. The possibilities are endless. Jody, thank you so much. The number one thing is down with fascism. Violet, thank you so much. Time for progressive to take over the Dem Party. Let's go. Let's fucking go. W's in chat. W's in chat, baby. All right, let's open up. I do not know why. What's happening here? It's possible that I will. What do you mean to do what, dude? Like, what don't you understand? To become more progressive? To allow the opportunity for more progressive candidates? This isn't complicated, man. Democrats struggle to break out of there and have been. It's something I've been talking about for a long time. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep up with the polls here. I got multiple of that. Trying to pay attention here. Let's go, Blue Waves. What, they're calling it? What? No way. No way. They're not. Who called it? $2 million votes have been cast in New York City. 2 million votes. 2 million votes, ladies and gentlemen. I don't see it called anywhere. Where are you guys saying he's... I mean, I would have been... If he lost, I would have said rigged. The polls were pretty clear. The polls were pretty damn clear. Okay, so... 33.4% of the vote in Queens, 42.5% of the vote in Manhattan, 35.5% of the vote in Brooks. Texas voters approve parental rights amendment to state constitution. Once again, Texas voters approve parental rights amendment to state constitution. Texas voters approve ballot question requiring citizenship to vote. Once again, Texas voters approve ballot question requiring citizenship to vote. Polls are now closed in both New York City, Colorado. So Dickens wins re-election. Atlanta's mayor won re-election. Just want to give you guys a NBC News exit poll here. California voters say Trump's immigration actions have gone too far. I have a thing about Bernie here, but I'm not going to go over that right now. Your crystal ball says he won't what? Says he won't what? I don't know. Do we have... I mean, I haven't even run into somebody who wants Cuomo to win. I honestly have not spoken to one person who's interested in Andrew Cuomo. I just haven't. So, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But has anyone in here talked to somebody who likes Cuomo? Like, I think maybe one. I think maybe one person I've spoken to. Seriously. I can't think of... Why would you want him to win? Guys, here's what I'm going to do. For some reason, I'm having an internet... Oh, wait, let me see. If this works, then I won't need to. Nope, it actually is getting better now. Maybe. All right, if you want to call in. If you want to call in, let's give it a shot. Who was shot by Jimmy Hoffa? Shot by Jimmy Hoffa? If you mean Curtis Sliwa was shot by John Gotti, and you're confusing the names, Curtis Sliwa was actually shot by John Gotti Jr., on the orders of John Gotti when he went to prison. Curtis Sleep thing too, and he would get on there and he'd run his mouth, and he ran his mouth about a mobster and named John Gotti, and his son John Gotti Jr. was the acting boss of the family, and he ended up shooting him. So that's okay, Brad. Jimmy Hoffa's been dead since the 70s, so it wouldn't be Jimmy Hoffa. Jimmy Hoffa's been disappeared and was a union leader was the union president for the Teamsters Union, and he was killed by the mafia, which is why you're confusing the two. JLL says, I will say that Sliwa was a good, useful idiot who diverted a decent chunk of votes from Cuomo, which was helpful. Yeah, Mom Donnie would have beat him anyway, though. But you're right. But Mom Donnie would have beat him anyway. Do the Sliwa voice. Honestly, Jess, it's not that good right now because my throat is sore. But I could certainly try. I gotta moisten my throat here. Listen here, Zoran. Don't glaze me now, Zoran. Listen here, Governor Cuomo. My name's Curtis Sliwa. I've been here in New York for 60 years. I know about crime here. Listen here, Governor Cuomo. Listen here, Governor Cuomo. I don't know how the impression sounds because my voice is kind of screwed up, so. Adrian is crying. Oh, Adrian, let me personally tell you from the bottom of my heart, I don't give a fuck. Yee! Kurt, his son, says, I'm not a good human being. If you voted for Trump, you're not a good human being. I'm sorry. Look, this is the reality, folks. Right? I'm not here to hurt your feelings, right? My goal is never to hurt people's feelings. But the truth hurts. The truth hurts. Well, if people fuck with me, I'll deliberately try and hurt their feelings. But the truth hurts. It's not me. Hello?
Itis.
What's your name?
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Hello? Hello?
Call.
God. You know what I'm going to do, guys? Because I don't want this to fuck up the rest of the thing. I'm going to restart my computer, and I'm going to come right back. Who's going to come right back? If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to shut this all down and restart it and see if that fixes it, because I have a slight lag for some reason, and I'm not sure if my computer needs to be restarted or what it is. That's what I'm going to do, though, and if you guys don't come back, I don't really give a shit. That's what I'm going to do. So if you're going to come back, type 1 in the chat. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. I'm coming right back. I just need to restart my computer. It's a good idea to do it because we might be on here for another hour and a half or so, potentially a little bit longer. So we don't want to fucking be dealing with this all night. So let me come right back. I'll be right back. Look for me. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. I will be right back, and we will update you on the elections. I'll be right back.